Okay.
Hello, everyone. My name's Dean. Let's talk crypto. This is where you subscribe for daily Bitcoin updates and technical analysis. We track the price of Bitcoin as a proxy for the cryptocurrency markets at large. Today is July 23rd, 2022, and Bitcoin, as well as the rest of the cryptocurrency markets, seem to be rounding out a retracement. Okay? Not only that, I have new targets to the upside for Bitcoin, as well as many of the alts in my watch list. DODO, Litecoin, Ethereum. What else do I have? Cardano. If that interests you, then watch until the very end. All right, let's get started on the 4-hourly time frame, and I want to show you something. So, yesterday I was talking about the fact that we were in this move to the upside right here, and this move to the downside was simply an RS flip, a flip of old resistance into new support. RS resistance, new support. Okay, so that is something that is expected, and I was saying how you can hit this line of resistance that I drew. Okay, it's approximate, obviously, or you can kind of wick below it, all right? Because all of this, this support and resistance, they're just approximations, they're bands, they're not lines actually, they're bands, they're regions of support and resistance. So we've been in this for some 30 some odd days. Let's see. We've been in this pattern now for 34 days. We'd been in the pattern for 34 days, and I believe on the 18th we popped out, and now we retest. Okay, so that's what I said yesterday. I said it's much ado about nothing. Don't freak out. I drew it slanted, but a case can be made that you can draw it a little less slanted. Okay, in which case this retest is exactly right on the money. Okay, so that is basically where I see us for Bitcoin. And I know for a lot of people that are looking at short-term price action, that are expecting it to go up, it gets really tiring to see the price hovering at a point, not moving, going down when you want it to go up. I get it, okay? But still, you want to zoom out and always keep good perspective as to what's happening. Remember, we are still technically in an uptrend, making higher highs and higher lows, and we have been doing so for the past 10 or so days. Now, what comes next is what I really want to talk about. Yesterday and a few days back, I was saying how I saw us going to 50K for a few reasons, but mainly because 50K was likely because I thought we were in an extended fifth wave, okay? And I had us that extended fifth wave. First of all, I had the fifth wave starting here, right there, and this being the first of 5 waves of our extended fifth wave, okay? And so once we came down here, I said, okay, this is the retest, and we're likely to resume the impulse right from this point. But what happened? We came down, we went up, and we came back down. And what looks like a double zigzag, and Bitcoin's been doing this quite a lot in the recent past. And you all know, if you follow the channel, that this big move to the downside here, I called as a double zigzag right here. WXY and then an X and then WXY. This is X2, right? This is WXY. Okay, so it's a WXY within a WXY. All right, so it's a big zigzag, 1, 2, 3, and then 2 smaller zigzags comprised, or W is comprised of a smaller zigzag and Y is comprised of a smaller zigzag. The other thing I want to show you are the proportions, right? In Bitcoin, any asset tends to be consistent in its printing of these patterns, right? So if you look and you take the Fibonacci extension tool of this zigzag, right, from this W, a retracement of X, this Y, you hit around the 786, okay? 786, then you have your X2, right? And then here you do that again, this W, retracement of X, you see the 786 is once again hit. You don't get to the 1 extension, okay? So that, please keep that in mind. 786 extensions of these WXYs. And also, if you take this W and this retracement of X, where do you think it hits? Let's see. Oh, actually, that hit the 1, 2, 3, 6. Never mind. I was thinking that, 786 all across the board. In any case, you do have 786 hit intra-wave both times, and then the 1, 2, 3, 6, right? What was that? Yeah, the 1, 2, 3, 6 was the second extension, which is something that you can expect. Let's actually take it down to here. Yeah, this is actually more of an accurate sort of orthodox low. So you do have your 1, 2, 3, 6 hit for the larger wave pattern. So if we go back down to our 4-hourly time frame, we can see that this WXY, and we actually have to go down to a smaller time frame. All right. You can see a WXY in here. I just want to show you that. You have consistency. This is an X, this is a WXY. It's very likely that that's a pattern you're getting. And again, this is a complex correction. It's a WXY comprised of 2 smaller zigzags, okay? And this is your sharp wave 2 correction. Now, if you go even into this smaller WXY, you can see, let's see, where's the retracement? Trying to figure out where the retracement is. I think it's right here, yeah? Do you see that? Here, let's take this down just so we see clearly. See, the 786 is hit on this WXY, and then let's measure the second one. The second one also gives you close to a 786 retracement, if not, pretty much a 786 retracement on the orthodox low right here. Do you see that? So again, you get 2 double zigzags in Bitcoin, and that gives you your retracement. So I think that this is, I would label this my sharp wave 2 retracement. Guys, if you're getting value, please like, share, and subscribe. I don't see anybody talking about this kind of stuff, going into this level of detail, right? And really showing you the nuts and bolts of these this price action. So I've got wave 1 coming all the way up here, yeah? And wave 2 giving us these 3 waves down. This WXY coming down, and let's just label it real quick. Here we go. That's a double combo wave, right? That's a double 3. You all know. Right here, okay? So we've got our WXY, and if we take our Fibonacci retracement tool just to check from the bottom of this wave 1 to the top of this wave 1, where does it hit? Right at the 382. We all know the 382 Fibonacci retracement is the minimum retracement of a wave 2 correction. So we've both satisfied the fact that wave 2 is typically a sharp correction, okay? Although wave 2 can come down all the way, it typically comes down sharp and deep, down to the 0.5 to the 618, right? Here we have what seems to be a shallow but sharp retracement, okay, if that makes sense. It's sharp in that, it's not flat. You have this zigzag, but it's shallow in that the retracement's only to the 382. And then it coincides with this line of support right here, right? Newly found support, because we were beneath it and it was resistance. It was resistance, broke through on the 18th. Now it becomes support, and that is when you take off. Okay, so if you follow, this is where we're at. I do expect a bounce at this point. We measured it using our Fibonacci extension tool, we have 786 extensions in both legs of the zigzag. Now, if we do indeed turn around at this point, right? And let's just be clear. You can wick down below this line of support, again, because this is not written in stone. This is just an approximative line of support and resistance. Support and resistance are bands. So if we came down a little further, it would be much ado about nothing. You're still holding support. And just like I showed you, you only came down to the 382. Typically, these wave 2 corrections come down to between the 0.5 and the 618. Anyway, let's just assume that we're done and we're going. We expect the price to find its apogee, its peak, its high in about 5 days, 6 days. Why? Because the new moon hits on the 28th in 5 to 6 days, and we know statistically new moons present or represent tops of local markets. Okay, so we do expect that Bitcoin and the rest of the cryptocurrency market do something, and most likely run to the upside in the next 5 to 6 days, and then correct for a couple of weeks, right, between the new moon, the new moon and the next full moon, right? So another thing I want to show you is this. Now, this goes back to what I said in the beginning. I've revised my targets. I was saying that I think it's very likely, because we are in an uptrend and we're establishing a new uptrend, that Bitcoin comes and breaks this previous high. That would represent a break in trend and show that you're making a higher high, right? And that's at 48. But I don't necessarily think that has to happen immediately. And I think it's unlikely to happen immediately, and I'll tell you why. So following our analysis of, our being in wave 2, okay, and wave 2 kind of rounding out, if you take your Fibonacci extension tool, bottom of wave 1, top of wave 1, retracement of wave 2 right here, you see that wave 3 is likely to hit between 33 and 36K, okay? And wave 3, again, this is all probabilistic. Wave 3 can be super extended. It can go all the way to the 4236, but we're always dealing in probabilities. This is why I make my projections, or in how I make my projections. This is not what will happen for sure. This is what's most likely to happen based off my analysis, right? And then why is this helpful? It's not for people to click on my video and watch it. I'm not even monetized on YouTube. It's for me. This is, again, an extension of my trading journal. This is for me to kind of see what's going on in the market and prepare for certain eventualities, right? So this is why I'm projecting wave 3 between 1618 and 2, which is usually where wave 3 ends, right? So between 33 and 36, and that would fulfill making a higher high, not the higher high, but a higher high, where you would be coming above this very important region of 30K, right? Coming above 30K and making a higher high there. And then what I like most about this is your wave 4, which is likely to take 14 or so days, right? Because the next full moon in August is on the 11th. So I have it coming here. Wave 4 would have you come back down and retest this ever so important level of resistance that you lost, right? It's resistance because you're under it. But if you break it, it's now becoming support, just like we did here, right? You break important resistance, you flip it into new support. Break important resistance, flip it into new support. You have to do that for important resistance levels. So that's what I expect. A few days back, I was saying we're going to do that all the way from 50K. This is still possible, but I think it's more likely that wave 3 just hit in the typical target region of wave 3 between the 1618 and the 2, and hit that maybe 36K high, and then come back for wave 4. And I like 36K even more, because if you take your Fibonacci retracement between the bottom of wave 2 and the top of wave 3, right here, hold up 1 second. Let me delete this so it's not too, guys, and if you're getting value, please like, share, and subscribe. Bottom of wave 2, top of wave 3, you can see you would get your typical wave 4 retracement between the 236 and the 382, and that ends up being in that ever so important band between 30 and 32K, okay, that we've held in this market for so much time, okay? So I really like this count. I really like this time count. Also, let me blow your mind with this one last quick fact before I move on to other sort of assets. If you take your trend-based fib time from the bottom of this wave 1 to the top of the wave 1, projection of the wave 2, okay, let's say wave 2 hits at some point soon in the next 4 hours. Where does wave 4 end on August 11th, which represents the next full moon? Right at the 2618, okay? The 2618, which is an important Fibonacci level, right? These are discrete levels, all right? So that's what I have for Bitcoin. This is why I have it. Guys, again, if you got value, please like, share, and subscribe. I don't see anybody talking about this or giving this level of analysis. All right, now let's just go on very quickly to the watch list. Using the same type of reasoning, all right, that I have for Bitcoin, I've counted wave 2s in a lot of the market. So I have wave 2 in DODO. I do see us making a higher high in wave 3, but for DODO, I can see us having an extended wave 3. I don't know, it just makes sense. I don't really think it's too likely that, hold up, let me get this to catch. Oh, come on. Here we go. Okay, it's not, it's likely, but I don't know. If wave 3 only comes to between the 1618 and the 2, it's just so it's just so concerted. It's way concerted. I think you get an extended wave 3 here in DODO. Minimum 4236, probably 6854. Okay, that's where I'm seeing wave 3 for DODO, and that's why I'm seeing that. Okay, Litecoin have us in a wave 2 all the same, and wave 3 here would give you your higher high, right? And you're basically extending to between the 1618 and 2, right? And that gives you a $94 Litecoin. And again, you're making your higher high. I'm looking for higher highs, right? Because you want to establish your new uptrend, right? Cardano, I'm seeing the same thing. You see, this is very clear. I'm not even going to have to label it for you. It's 5 waves up, 3 waves down, right? You want your 3 waves to make the higher high, right? That's pretty much all it is. So if you take your Fibonacci extension from the bottom of this wave 1, oh, come on, magnet, to the top of this wave 1, bottom of this wave 3, you get your higher high at 78 cents, thereabouts, right? Between 78 and 88 cents. You're getting your higher high, right? Meaning you're breaking the plane of the previous sort of high. And Ethereum, last but not least, I'm just cutting it short and not doing all the coins on the watch list just because we don't have too much time in this update format. Ethereum, I think we're in an extended wave 5. Here's my count. All right, I have wave 1 down here, wave 2 down here, wave 3. That's the 1618 extension. Wave 4, okay, and then wave 5 that started, and then you have wave 2 of 5, wave 3 of 5. This is wave 4 of 5. This is complex. This is simple. It really works very well. Okay, and so I think you need one more wave up. And I would say because it's extended, I expect it to come and make that higher high, breaking this plane. Okay, and so I have, if you just take your Fibonacci extension tool from the bottom of this to the top of wave 3, retracement of wave 4, I think Ethereum gives you your higher high at 2618 or 2236 thereabouts. Okay, so that's it from me. I hope this was helpful. Hope this was useful. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.